Let's explore how to put together a high-performance marketing funnel in 7 steps. Now, if you're watching this, chances are you already have a great product or a great service, but you're not attracting enough customers or closing enough sales. So the entire focus of this free series is on putting together an effective marketing funnel for converting prospects into paying customers. And of course, the other half of the challenge is attracting enough prospects into your marketing funnel. So I do have follow-up videos, including one on 33 proven marketing opportunities that you can use to attract more customers, and another that details a simple framework for identifying the best marketing opportunity for your specific business. And I'll include links to both those videos down in the video description box. But for now, let's stay focused on the task at hand in terms of building out a marketing funnel. The concepts that we're going to cover in this series are all very well-established fundamentals when it comes to marketing. In fact, these are the tools and the tactics that I've been using as a marketer and as an entrepreneur for over 20 years now. Now, as far as my background, I co-founded Drumeo, Pianote, and Guitario, 3 highly successful brands in the online music education space. And in helping build those businesses, I created many landing pages, many sales emails, many advertisements. Of course, I had the opportunity to build out many different marketing funnels for different kinds of products and services. I also had a chance to learn a lot from various books and other online resources. But most important of all, I would say, is the opportunity to learn from practical experience, seeing what really works in the real world, what doesn't, learning from mistakes, and improving things over time. So everything that we're going to cover in this series is based on practical real-world experience. With all of that said, let me quickly preview the 7 things that you'll be learning in this series. You can start to develop a bit of a mental model or a mental map around what you're going to be learning and how each of the ideas relate to each other. That way, as you go through the rest of this series, you'll understand where you're at and what you're building towards and how everything is ultimately going to come together into an effective marketing funnel. Step number 1 is how to identify your best customers. This is all about understanding that some customers are much more valuable to your business than others. And if you can identify your most valuable customers and tailor your marketing efforts around them, it brings a lot of focus and clarity to everything that we're going to do in this series. And it makes it more likely that ultimately the people buying your product or buying your service are going to get more value out of it, making it more likely that they will leave positive ratings and reviews and engage in word-of-mouth referral and potentially come back and buy more products from you again in the future. Step number 2 is how to create a simple marketing message. This is key because the world is a very noisy place. People are inundated with all kinds of different offers for various products and services. So it's very important that you have a simple way to cut through the noise and clearly communicate exactly what you do or what you sell so that people can understand the value that they might receive if they buy your product or service. Step number 3, how to build a great marketing website. Now, you may or may not already have a website or a landing page for your product or for your service, but chances are it's not converting as well as you would like. So in this step, we're going to talk about things like best practices and other proven strategies for improving the overall conversion rate of your website. So again, whether you already have a website or you don't, you're going to understand how to put together a great marketing website. Step number 4 is how to build a valuable email list. One of the most valuable assets that you can build for your business is an email list of people who are interested in your products or your services. And even today, in the age of social media, where there are all kinds of different ways to maintain a relationship with potential customers, email remains one of the most powerful ways to do this and to really maintain an ongoing relationship with people. So in this step, we're really going to focus on how to attract the right kind of email subscribers. Step number 5, how to create a nurture campaign. People aren't always ready to buy your product or your service right away. And so this step is all about how to nurture customers, build trust and credibility, and make sure that your brand is top of mind for when they are eventually ready to buy. Step number 6, how to create a sales campaign. Well, it's important not to be pushy when it comes to sales. Many businesses actually suffer from the opposite problem. They fail to make a compelling offer or they fail to ask directly for the sale. So this step is all about putting together an effective sales campaign. Step number 7, how to create an onboarding campaign. Marketing doesn't end once a purchase has been made, and that's because one of the most powerful things that you can do to boost sales is to help customers experience the core value of your product. So the idea behind this last step is to create an onboarding campaign that helps customers use and benefit from what they have purchased. And in doing so, you have an opportunity to turn them into a brand advocate, either in a situation where they will directly recommend your product or service to other customers, or indirectly, where they provide you with positive ratings and reviews, which of of course, can influence the purchasing decisions of other customers. Now, before we dive into the first step in this series, I do want to give full credit to Donald Miller and his book, Marketing Made Simple, for inspiring some of the underlying structure in this series. That book does an excellent job of breaking down 5 of the most fundamental concepts in marketing, and its layout and its structure inspired the structure of this series. Now, of course, there are situations where I'll be covering topics that weren't covered at all in that book, and there will be situations where that book covers certain themes in more detail than I can in this format. So if at the end of this series you're interested in an additional perspective on these things, I recommend that you check out Marketing Made Simple by Donald Miller. With that said, you can find a link to the first video in this series right here in the video player or down below in the video description text.